What is up guys, Nash here, and today I'm going to be showing you some of the more amazing hiding spots and the peek holes for the Yacht map. So for each and every hiding spot and the peek hole, I'm going to be showing you the spot and how it fares against a real player. So the first spot that I've been usually finding pretty good to hide against the enemies is in the sub room behind these pipes. So how do you go behind these pipes is you get close towards the middle of the pipe and you aim at this pipe right here, and you try to aim a little bit downwards, a bit below it, so you can't get in here. So as you're in here, there is absolutely no way the enemy can spot you, or maybe they can spot you if you have a laser on your weapon. But overall, it is a pretty amazing spot to hide in, especially if you're defending subroom or cafeteria or a kitchen, because it leaves the enemies unprepared. As for the second hiding spot, it's probably one of the better that I've been using lately. Is when you're defending cafeteria or kitchen, it's really useful when you have a cafeteria that can break this hatch and then use her impact grenades to break this wall right here. And with these walls broken right here, you can look all the way below at the cafeteria level and look at the level where the stairs are and the ladder is. So what's good about this spot is you can pretty much see the two floors, and if somebody's trying to push you above, you can easily get a kill. And of course, if somebody's down there, you can shoot them with your pistol, or you can even go down and flank them to the below. So overall, this spot is pretty good if you like to flank with caviar, or it can of course be done with smoke, but as usual, smoke should be played on the site. Also, what I forgot to mention is one of the better spots that not a lot of people know about is this spot above the ladder itself. So what is good about this spot is also you can see from the floor above and the floor below. So if they are trying to push the cafeteria or if they're trying to push the casino, one of those two spots are gonna be well defended by you, because you are gonna be looking at those stairs, because most of the people that push to the ladders look just at the above the ladder and they just proceed to go downwards, and that is where you go from above and just easily make the kill. So this spot also is one of my favorites when playing against people in ranked or casual. So this is one of the just spots that I've usually used for ranked or casual, and it is pretty efficient when playing against other people. Also, one of the things that you can do that I previously showed where I broke the wall right here is use your shotgun or use your impact grenades and just break the floor above, like right here, and you can peek from this hatch to the door itself if you're playing caviar or somebody else. So if you have like Cav's submachine gun, it's a bit probably better than the pistol itself. So if you have it, I suggest you use this spot, because the broken wall is not completely broken and it will leave the enemies like wondering like what the hell is this hole. So it is pretty efficient because you don't need to fully peek this hole. You can just peek halfway through and you'll see somebody, and with your submachine gun most likely get a kill. So this is also just one of the variations of the spots that I've been using, and it proved that it was really efficient against other people. Now as for the rest of the hiding spots, they're probably just the variations of this one with the hatch and the impact grenade. So let's say you're defending the server room and pretty much everybody's just gonna be pushing down from the control room right in front of you and downwards below. So what does this hiding spot do? Well, so it pretty much prevents random people from going down the ladder. And even if they do want to try to go down the ladder, what they'll probably do is try to see and if the kitchen is clear, because there was just a random hole left there and a lot of people just wander in, and you can get an easy kill from this spot right above the kitchen. So it is pretty effective, when playing operator like Cav or a smoke. So, you can just get a kill while watching over this hole right here. Now, as for some of the peek holes that people use in this map, and probably one of the more favorite of mine, and probably a lot of people others, is this one in the maps room. I don't know how many people do know this spot, but it is pretty much effective and dirty as well, because you can just stand here and look at the door of downstairs easily and just get a kill if somebody's trying to push in. And not a lot of people can see this hole or are looking at the stairs immediately. So I'm going to be showing you just how small this hole is when shooting at people. So as you can see, the shots where I made right here, it is where the spot is, and it is not visible at all to the attacker's eye, because even if you look right there, you won't be able to see anything except for the few bullet holes that are made by the bullets themselves. This can be also applied to the spot right here, right above the stairs, because what you can do with this spot, you can pretty much guard this door up here if somebody's trying to push it, or if somebody's trying to push the stairs themselves, you can just go prone here and look at the stairs themselves. So both of the spots are pretty dirty and not easily noticed. Now as for the next peek hole that I'm going to be showing you, it involves going from the cafeteria and making a small hole from the prone. So try to make it as close as you can to the wall so it's not that visible. So what is good about this peek hole is it lets you choose to look at this hallway without a risk of being shot or killed. As if you were like just standing next to this wall, you'd probably get killed by enemies shooting at you. But if you are at this little peek hole made, the chances of you getting a kill are probably around 100%, because the enemies are not going to be looking at you but at the door or at the end of the hallway. So it is a really good spot to have like that, especially when guarding the kitchen or the cafeteria itself. As for my next hiding spot, or just a hiding spot where you can challenge your enemies, is the ladder room. So the good thing about this is you can go prone right at the end of this hallway and just wait for the enemies that are going to push this window. And a lot of times enemies do push the window without first checking if somebody's downstairs, and they just proceed through the window, and as they do, you can just pretty much just spray above the ladder and get an easy kill. And most of the times it works, unless the enemy's of course already at the ladder, so they can just shoot your feet and kill you. But as I said, in most of the situations it works, especially if you barricade this door, so it can give you a clear indication if somebody's already breached this room. So it is a pretty good spot to have when playing against enemies. Now near that spot is actually one of my favorite things that you can do in this game, and you can camp this spot right here near the server room. So not only does this spot look at the stairs, but it looks at this whole hallway, and the chances of you being shot first are literally small because you are going to spot the enemies first. So even if other people know this spot already, the chances of them shooting you first are really small. So as the enemy is proceeding, you can see them pushing to the right of you, and you can just spray down and kill them. I've done it many times in the video, and I know a lot of people ask me to, show them how this spot is done properly. So yeah, this is pretty much it. You just camp this spot right here, and you take it as far left as you can so you are not that easily spotted. And you can even shoot through, or you can decide to push to the right and shoot the enemies as they're proceeding. So yeah, one of my favorite spots and a really awesome one to get a bunch of kills. As for my next peek hole that I want to show you, it is for the kitchen side itself. So everybody knows this small room is really popular to use by the defenders, but not a lot of people know that they can make a small hole that can look at the door itself. So if you make a hole a bit above your head level and just smack it with your melee attack, you can look at the door itself, so you have full vision of the door themselves. So whenever the enemy is just proceeding next to the door, you can see their head or the body and just shoot and spray and potentially get a kill. As you all know, the defenders usually put a shield here, and that even makes this spot more comfortable, because not only can you not get shot because of the shield, but the enemy is not gonna know that you're exactly right behind the shield waiting for them to get to this spot on the door. Also, one of the more funnier spots that you can hide in the kitchen is using this freezer itself. So what you want to do is get as close as the freezer you can and get the vault action. And what that does, it puts you right behind this cupboard box, and you can even go prone. So whenever the enemy is trying to go above the hatch. If you are camping right below here, you can get easily shot in the feet. But if you are here on the freezer, there's absolutely no way the enemy knows that you are there unless they droned you. And not only is this spot good against the enemies who want to go through the hatch, but also the enemies who are pushing through the door of the kitchen. So it means a bunch of easy kills for you and a lot of dead enemies. So yeah, this is one of the spots that you might want to take advantage of and, you know, go home victorious. Now, of all of the spots that I've shown you till now, they're the guaranteed kills, the safe way to eliminate the enemies. But of course, there are some spots that are really risky, but you know, can sometimes give you high rewarding kills, like this spot right here. So if you're defending casino and enter the room right here, there is a desk that you can break the chair and go underneath it. So if the enemy is pushing the windows right in front of you, there is a potential of getting an easy interrogation or maybe multiple kills with your shotgun or submachine gun or a pistol, depending what you use. So this spot, high risk and high reward. It depends if the enemy is pushing behind you, most likely you're dead. But if they're pushing the two windows right in front, there's a chance that you might get a kill if you're not droned out. And as for the last but not the least, there is a spot right beneath the stairs which involves you getting behind this metal machine and waiting for the enemy to push down the stairs. And as soon as they push downstairs, you can just bring your shotgun or a pistol and try to kill them. But of course, there's a chance of you getting droned. But as per usual, not a lot of people do check these corners, and if you're playing a Cafeteria, your model is pretty small, so the chances are you're not gonna get noticed that easily. These are the hiding spots and the peek holes that I've been using lately or discovered with my friends and alone. So yeah guys, if you liked this video, give it a big thumbs up, but if you didn't, you know what to do. And yeah, tell me what map would you like to see next, because this is going to be a weekly serial where I make map tips and tricks. So yeah, tell me in the comments what would you like to see next. So yeah guys, until next time, you enjoy playing Rainbow Six Siege, and I'll be seeing you. Goodbye.